there everybody, this is Ostuni, and actually this is a little bit of a test video because this is the first episode that I've done with my recent computer upgrades. I upgraded recently from a AMD 8350, I think it's the FX series processor, to a Ryzen 1800X, so I'm gonna see how well that renders, like, in comparison as far as how quick it is and everything like that. I also had to upgrade the motherboard, which allowed me to upgrade from DDR3 to DDR4 RAM, so hopefully that's gonna help me get content to you guys faster. But today I wanted to talk about a little something that a lot of people may be kind of interested in, because it's not something that people see really every day, and that is a Hydroid main. Yeah, I fucks with Hydroid. So for those of you who are kind of new, whenever I play Warframe, and I think you can kind of see it in certain parts of, like, just the ongoing series from the past, I have always really preferred to do Hydroid if I had a choice to, and if I know pretty much kind of what to expect. And I'm going to tell you guys the story of how Hydroid has become my main. And this goes back a pretty good long time ago. And actually, I'm going to do a mission. That's what I'm going to do. But before I do that, I'll show you what weapons I typically have on them. I have a Cernos Prime here, really awesome bow. If you guys haven't checked out the Cernos Prime, it is pretty fucking cool. Multiple arrows per shot, so basically it's like having the Ivara bow, but for any Warframe you want, which is pretty cool. Let's see, I'm going to show you guys a little bit. Let's see, pretty much built it up so it's about 120% crit damage because of the Riven mod that I've put on it. Let's see, the reload speed doesn't really do anything, so that's probably the best case scenario. Of course, you get your speed trigger, and then I pretty much just put on straight damage and crit damage, and then multi-shot, of course. Let's see, next we got the Staticore, which is one of my favorites. It's basically like going full Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. At least that's how I feel it is, kind of. But pretty much with this, I have some pretty standard stuff. I have this electrical mod just to do the majority of the damage. Have both of the major multi-shot mods, Hornet Strike, three dual status mods, right, or dual element mods right here will get you to 96%, which is pretty fucking cool. And then I have lethal momentum to increase the speed of the projectiles just by a little bit. And then bow prime. This is probably the longest existing part for this layout. So I'm going to show you what I have for that. This thing hits like a fucking truck, by the way, if you guys have never really tried it. Let's see. Got primed heavy trauma, got primed reach. I may switch that out, I'm not quite sure, because, like, on one hand I see it kind of working, on the other hand I don't. Then I have... This is another cool thing, is that I have all four of the mods, of the dual element mods right here. Then I also have a straight damage one, and then I have primed pressure point. I'm debating on whether or not to put on some kind of speed mod, but then again, like, this weapon is actually pretty fucking fast. And another thing, I actually prefer the Clashing Forest stance, so I formatted that. If you guys like the other stance, it's your prerogative, but I just like the animations, kind of where he's just like, whoa, whoa, you know that shit? Yeah. And this is actually pretty important too, growls. And for those of you who can't tell by just appearance alone, this Kubro is the harass kind, which has the potential to turn you invisible, which is really good for Hydroid because now my skill as him is pretty good. I can pretty much survive any situation, but because I have this particular Kubo with me, my survival chance increases exponentially, because if I really need to get out of a situation, all I need to do is just stop attacking for just a bit. And then what happens is my Kubo will turn me invisible. Then I can set myself up in the middle of the room and then tentacle swarm of death. It's just awesome. And, of course, what would this kind of video be without showing you guys the configuration that I got for Hydroid himself? I pretty much decided that I wasn't going to go with armor for Hydroid because his armor is so low anyway, it really wouldn't make too much of a difference. But I do have redirection, have vitality, still need to max that out. I have vigor. I'm going to get prime vigor. The only thing is that I'm missing a little bit of credits and a little bit of endo, so it's not that bad. I have streamline so I can cast my 4 a lot more often. I just love the fucking tentacles. I got Pilfering Swarm, which I will probably change that out. And I may actually have a video about an idea that I have for layouts like this in the future for the configurations, because I have a little bit of an opinion on that. Also got Primed Flow, got to get that fucking energy up, and then Intensify. So that's pretty much what I have. Oh, Fortitude. So since I pretty much really rely on shields, I thought this would help me deal with that a little bit better. I got Energy Siphon for energy recovery, which is always pretty nice. And then that's also coupled together with my Tenno's, I think it's, I'll double check it in a second. And then I have Coaction Drift, which basically increases whatever aura I have by 15%. So that is all pretty cool. And the other thing about this is that, let's see, yes, that's right. I do the I'm on the Xeneric path as far as like my Tenno's powers. I don't know, I've just kind of liked them a lot more, like the ability to like hang him in air, and I actually have a skill that whenever I get close to them, I like basically shoot lasers out from all fucking directions into enemies, and it just does a shit ton of fucking damage. So that's pretty cool too. So I don't just crowd control them with it. I actually, oh yeah, oh well, that kind of disappeared quickly. But I also do damage. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a mission. I'm probably not gonna record the entire thing, but I'm gonna do my best. Keyword, gonna try and do my best to tell you guys about why Hydroid is my main. Let's see here. Invasion, let's see, survival. I know that there's some, well, you know what? Yeah, I think this is pretty much like the go-to grind spot for endo or credits, or really anything really, because I mean you're going to get a shit ton of stuff from a high-level mission. But I'm going to start telling you guys a little bit of that story right now. So basically, I started playing, well, I didn't really play it, but I really started playing Warframe back in about 2012. And this is when I got my first desktop computer, knowing nothing really about like what you needed to have like a gaming rig. And needless to say, it was pretty much like garbage for gaming. But one of my friends said, hey man, I gotta show you this awesome game and everything like that. And I'm like, okay, cool, what is it? He said it was Warframe. So I get on there, and I think it's pretty cool and everything like that, and free to play. I mean, why the fuck not? Why the fuck not, honestly? So I try it out, and it's right around the time that Hydroid originally came out. and I wasn't a big fan of Excalibur. You see, I already knew that Excalibur was kind of right off the bat. I mean, like, no offense if you main Excalibur or anything like that, but I think a lot of people like that played the game for a while had just gotten over him. Although we're now making a big deal about Excalibur Umbra, so I guess that shows you how goddamn finicky we are. Wow, I'm actually not really losing any frames. This is pretty cool so far. So, PC upgrade is success. But anyway, so I decided that if I was going to play this game, even if I had to spend a little bit of money, which, once again, shows me how hypocritical I am, because eventually I went on to, pay, a lot of money for a lot of platinum. Say whatever about that you want. Once again, I say to everybody that plays this game, if you really want to, you can go through this entire game, get everything that there is to get, literally everything that there is to get. Maybe besides like some Prime customization items, but you can get everything without spending a fucking dime in this game if you're patient. All you have to do is just sell stuff that you don't want for premium currency, and that's another thing. This is the one game that I've heard of that I can think of where you can actually earn, like, the premium currency. Like, just through hard work. Okay, but let me get back on track. So, I decided that if I was going to play the game, I was going to play as a character that I actually liked. So I got Hydroid. Well, shortly after that, I just kind of realized that, like, I really wanted to play, like, Skyrim on this kind of garbagey PC. Well, it wasn't really that it was garbagey, it's just that it wasn't built for gaming, and I just didn't realize that. So, after I pretty much confirmed that I could not play Skyrim, I kind of lost the desire to play video games on that PC. Fast forward about 2 years later, and I actually got my gaming rig with the first batch of parts in it, and it had a GTX 760 going into it, which now I have a GTX 1070. Which, I mean, if you're gonna play Warframe at all, something else to note: it's not super duper taxing for as pretty a game as it is, and you can have an opinion on that too. But for as pretty a game as it is, it's not that physical, it's not that demanding a game, surprisingly. But, 2 years later, got my gaming rig, and then I'm like, oh, fucking sweet, I'm gonna play Warframe again, because, like, it's been a while since I've played. I wonder, like, what's all happened and everything. So I remembered my, account information, which is kind of surprising because, I mean, like, usually, like, whenever so much time goes by, you just don't really remember certain old accounts that you had and things like that. Maybe it was I was able to successfully recover the password or whatever. But what happened was this was the time at which the beginning mission had changed. Because I had played the beginning mission of 2012, which was completely different, by the way, because the game had changed so goddamn much. And then I noticed that it was making me go through the beginning area again. I was just like, oh, fuck. Just, why on earth do I have to do this again? Now I'm gonna have to, like, start everything over, and I'm gonna have to play as fucking Excalibur and everything like that, and I'm watching this cutscene just thinking all this shit, and then the part happens when that cryopod opens up. You guys remember, whenever Boris checking out your shit and everything, and instead of an Excalibur popping out, or a mag, or a Volt, Hydroid popped out. So it remembered that that's who I wanted to be, and I just thought that was incredible. So from that point on, like, it was basically, Hydroid was my main. And I just souped him up so much, and, like, I don't know why, but for some reason, I just feel like Hydroid, I can do anything in the game as a Hydroid. I can do survival missions well, I can do defense missions well, I can do excavation missions pretty well. I can become a killing machine with the weapons that I have, in combination with my abilities, which I haven't done much with my abilities in this episode, but you guys know what I mean. I think, and I never really cared that, like, people, really didn't main this Warframe. It just kind of made it feel more interesting to me, because it felt like I was the only person really playing it, which, not to say I never see any Hydroids around besides me, but it's kind of rare. And the thing is that my own clan members, random people I've actually grouped up with, they've actually complimented me on my skills as Hydroid. So, I mean, I must be doing something right. I was gonna say, though, fast forward, though, to, about 2 weeks ago now, I think it is, and TennoCon comes around, and they have, like, the big, dev stream to kind of close it out and everything, and one of the first things that they do is that they announce Hydroid Prime. Now, I was really, really happy that Hydroid is getting his Prime version. I mean it, I really am. But it's one of those things to where, like, I knew that Hydroid wasn't the most popular frame in the world, and I still know that. And I kind of had it in the back of my head, like, because I know what order frames typically get primed in, and it's pretty much by when they came out. And, like, so Oberon was the last one, or the latest one, I should say. And logically, in order, the next one was Hydroid, but I think right after him was Necros. So I was kind of thinking to myself, it's like, yeah, it'd be nice if Hydroid got a fucking Prime, but I'm pretty sure they're just gonna skip him for a bit and just go straight to Necros. But I've never been happier to be wrong about a game, because a Hydroid Prime is something that I've really wanted. Like, just something, just like a slightly upgraded version of him. I don't even care, like, exactly how he's upgraded as far as stats go, because I can't really think of what it would be. If he gave him some armor, that would be kind of cool. I don't know if I would invest in upgrading his armor at that point, because, I mean, there's only so much you can do with that. If he got more shields, that would be cool, because with regular vigor and redirection right now, he's sitting almost at 1,000, which basically my beefier Warframes wind up being at 1,000, and that's what I want Hydroid to kind of be. I want him to have just a little bit more beef to him. I love his design too, because his helmet looks like it's a hybrid between his second and third helmet. And the reason I say third helmet is, you guys may not have caught on to this, but I kind of noticed a little detail as I was looking at Hydroid Prime, and I'll try to remember to post a picture up on the side. If not, go ahead and just look up your own image of it, because it's floating around. I think that Hydroid Prime is gonna have a beard like the third helmet. I think that little gold bit that's like on his chest, if you guys are looking at it, I think that's like a kind of a floppy, like, that's such a weird fucking word to say. It's a floppy-ish beard. And I'm all for it, because, like I say, like, I may not use that one, but it seems like, just from looking at it, it's a hybrid between the helmet for the Prime is going to be a hybrid between this helmet that I have on, the Ketos, and then the third one. I can't remember what the third one is called. But anyway, I'm really happy about it because this is, I don't want to say it's validation or anything like that, because like I would have continued to play as Hydroid regardless if he ever got a Prime or not, just because I don't know, like I think honestly, like the first Warframe that you aspire to get, like it always kind of sticks with you. Like I think the same can be said with if you guys have watched this series for a long time or not, I don't doubt if you haven't, and that's fine. But Lejeune, my co-host, his favorite Warframe, like that he will take into anything, is Frost Prime, because it was the first Warframe that he ever wanted. And while for some of you guys, like, it's just kind of like, whatever, like, but I'm pretty sure that someone would look at, like, a Warframe that you wanted more than anything and just go, like, God, you have bad taste or something like that. So, I mean, this isn't one of those kind of videos. I don't know, I'm getting kind of rambly at this point, but I thought I'd share my little story with you guys about why exactly I play as Hydroid and why I'm so excited to get Hydroid Prime at some point in the near future. It's so weird because I discussed this with somebody the other day. I don't remember having ever looked forward to getting a countdown for something for gaming in a while, because like we have to wait, like I'm not even sure exactly how long Oberon Prime Access is going to go on for now, but I can't wait for the countdown to start for that one to go off. And it's going to be even worse because whenever that happens, then we gotta wait for the countdown to actually like complete itself. And then on top of that, we also have to hope that as soon as Oberon Prime Access stops, that Hydroid Prime Access begins. So that's going to be a whole big ordeal. And to those of you who might be wondering as well, am I going to get the jacked up Prime Access for Hydroid Prime? You bet your ass I am. Because, like I said, this is something I've been waiting for like a good long time. Like, it's something I've been looking forward to ever since I kind of saw like how Primes were released and everything. And I knew that like at some point, hopefully, that Hydroid was going to get his. So I'm excited, shit like that. I'm getting a little bit rambly, but I'm gonna stop this video for right now, and I'm gonna ask you guys a question of the day, and it's actually a pretty simple one. Who is your main Warframe? And is there really a story as to kind of how you wound up playing this Warframe as much as you did? Like, is it more than like I saw that he was really good and I got him, or was it something a little bit more, like kind of like what I was saying? And as a little bit of a bonus, what is your actual weapon configuration too, including companion? You can even leave details about how everything you have kind of syncs together. Because, like I said, I think my weapons and everything with Hydroid, they all kind of flow together. Like, I can pick any weapon and be able to do pretty good damage with and be able to use them all in pretty decent situations. But, God, I'm getting a little bit absent-minded. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day and all that jazz, but you don't care about that, so I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Leave your comments on the question of the day in the comment section and whatever. So, this is Ostuni, signing off. Yeah!